Hello, it's Emmy with Studio Emmy, and I'm here to show you another of my mini album journals and the box that I made for it. Both items are totally made from scratch, and this was a commission project for someone who wanted to buy it as a birthday gift for someone who really likes the outdoors, is kind of a back to nature person, and probably would like to use it for some of her family photos for grandchildren and her children, and maybe some places that she's been. So that's what I kept in mind when I was making it. So let's start with the box. I used grunge board and made hinges for this box. It does open with and it has a magnet closure. All the sides have been papered and inked, as well as the bottom. I like to use a variety of papers. I think it lends a lot of interest. And it opens like this. Here's the magnet closure. Inside I've placed some paper with script on it because the person is also a writer who's receiving this. She writes books, so I wanted to keep that in mind. Okay. So here's the cover. I used some raffia because the person's very much back to nature. I didn't want to put ribbons and silky things on it because those are not quite as in the natural feeling as this. Didn't put a tie in it this time. I like it kind of simple like this. Placed some silk flowers and some paper flowers with brads on the front. Has the two rings to keep it in place along with the grommets. Inside, this is a 4-inch vellum piece that I've cut and inked and stamped with a writing motif with pen nibs and script on the paper. Here, because the person spent some time in Scotland, I used argyle, which is something that's popular in Scotland, and this little book that I made for them, for her, shows it. She can journal about some of her travels on this side. Oops. There you go, on that side. Or, over here, place photos or journal. Again, this is a map, and I thought that was kind of appropriate. So that just goes on there. And this is a flip page where she can put pictures. There's a place for pictures there. And also here. I put a little bling there. It makes it easier to open. And more place for pictures. And also for journaling, if she wanted to write something here, she could do that on that lined paper. And in here is a photo mat or tag, whichever you'd like to call it, tag. She could write on, put photos on it, tape things to it. I thought this was kind of cool. I used a bird stamp and stamped the wings, kind of like they're in motion and flight, and then some birds on it. Put a little bling on it. And that closes with a magnet. There's a place here for photos or journaling, but mainly for photos, tucked under that clip. Another place where you could write a lot of stuff for journaling, record memories, or place memorabilia. And here I've made photo mats. And these also have spaces on the back if she prefers to write down some memories. It's giving her some lines right there to do it. And the third one. There's quite a few places in here. I haven't counted all of them for pictures, but there's quite a few. Over here, just a tag I made. It says "Life is Good." I cut that from Fussy, cut that from some paper. Fussy cut this postcard motif and put it on the tag. I stamped this and then I placed vellum over it to give it a nice rich look. And put some little covers on the holes. This is a piece of grunge board that I've used for this margin here, and I stamped it, embossed it with the numbers 1 through 9, and I inked it with some ink, and it has a pocket inside. Same thing over here, it's blank, but same thing on the margin. The pocket has photo mats, one photo mat, a cute little clock on top with some twine. Here's another page with photo mats, clipped with a Tim Holtz clip. And again, space for journaling on the back. So there's this one. Oops, sorry for the camera jiggling. There's that with the lines on the back. Another of the Argyle with lines on back. And this has some sheet music and lines on the back. I leave these blank so they can put whatever they want to on the journals that I make. It gives people more options. This one has tags that I do know the initials of the grandchildren. I asked for those, so they supplied those for me. So we have an A and a Z and a T, so each child can have a tag that she can write about them on it. And on the reverse, she can continue to, she can write on this side. She can leave that like it is or place photos on it, whichever she desires, but that's one for each grandchild. And in here, I fussy cut a pocket postcard and put it on a pocket. Made tags for her children, her son and his wife. Their names start with G, each of them. So I made a masculine G for her son, and more of a feminine G for her daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law's a teacher, so I used a report card motif that I had from a scrapbook set. On the back, I stamped it with over and over and over with a little curiosity, definition of curiosity. And for her son, he's a photographer, so I stamped it with a camera and some film strip image here, and just kind of lightly stamped it in here. And on the back, I used script, and again put the capital G there so you can determine which tag is for which person. And in here, I put a photo mat with embossed it with my embossing machine. Looks like ledger paper. And fussy cut this from Tattered Time paper set. It's an antique typewriter. Thought that was appropriate. A nice pocket here with the script in the back. And there's the back. And of course, you can always put something on the back as well. I left that blank. So, sorry about the camera hit again. I hope she likes it. I hope my client's happy with it. It'll be going out in the mail today. So, thanks for watching. Bye for now.